I also want to contrast this with a little interview that our favorite person, Bobby, said. I'm just going to pull this right on over here. Take a look at this shit right here. Interview with GameSpeed, Activision CEO Bobby Kotick explained his motive for selling Microsoft, citing the delay of Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 as having a principal effect on declining stock prices. And I said, damn, man, it really sucks that the lazy Blizzard devs did this to make Bobby look bad. I mean, can you guys believe that? Like, all these fucking lazy-ass devs sitting around just trying to make Bobby look bad. He's just trying to make a living. He's just trying to make people money, make some good games. And these assholes at Blizzard can't even do any fucking work, right? Can you believe that? Yeah, there's plenty of people that were pissed off about this. In a way, it's like Bobby is like, he's like the perfect villain. You know what I mean? There's never a point where enough is enough. There's never a point of humility. There's never a point of, you know, I've made enough money now. There's never a point of, you know, thinking about things or whatever. It's just like pure evil. He's like, yeah, it's actually the employee's fault that all these controversies happened. It's not my fault, right? Yeah, straight evil. Yeah, it's Lex Luthor. You could there's many examples of people like that, right? Guy's such an asshole, makes you kind of like him. Nice. Yeah, it's like at a certain point, that's right. It's like, you know, Dio from fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Pure fucking evil. Down to the very core. There's never a point where, you know, oh, there's the redeeming quality. Fucking just evil, the worst guy. And it's like, it makes a good villain. It really does. Because it's just so fucking black and white. Yeah, but I like Dio. And there are people, that's what's so funny about it, is that there are people that like Bobby Kotick because he's just such a piece of shit. He's just such a piece of shit that, like, people are like, wow. It's like Keemstar. The will to survive. It's like a cockroach that survives a nuclear holocaust. You look at that cockroach and you say, holy shit, that's impressive. You know? You see what I'm saying? You gotta respect the heel's performance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes a better story. Okay. Anyway, I mean, to be honest, like, Bobby Kotick seems like a fucking dickhead, right? He does. He seems like a fucking dickhead. I would love to interview Bobby Kotick, okay? I would, definitely. And after I interviewed Bobby Kotick, I would have to make a statement that I have no after the interview. Because I wouldn't want to accidentally kill myself by shooting myself with a shotgun in the back of the head 5 times after the interview. Yeah, it's definitely a positive thing, and I'm glad about this. He'd be squeaky clean in the interview. That's what makes him so vile. His actions never match up with his words. Oh, good. I know. That's what would make it even better. As I said, it's the perfect villain. The absolute perfect fucking villain. Wildhead post about Bobby talking to employees. Oh, shit. Fireside chat video conference. Okay, so yeah, this is just literally brand new content. Yeah, let's go ahead and just knock this one out right now. Activision-Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick held a video conference with employees today, answering questions read by Chief People Officer Julie Hodges. I've never heard of that. The CPO? Am I like behind the times, or is this a normal thing? Like, I really don't know. Am I behind the times? It's just HR. C3PO? Look, all right, so let's see here. As relayed by Washington Post, Kotick's fireside chat discussed the future of the company following Microsoft's acquisition, covering topics to potential layoffs to his own uncertain role moving forward. Okay, all right, let's go. SEC filings, yeah. I mean, that's all kind of, that's boring, right? Microsoft to retain employees. First and foremost, Kotick attempted to assuage fears of layoffs or downsizing. Through the Post reported that bringing up the subject may have actually had the opposite effect on some. In a somewhat maddeningly unspecific SEC information filing on the proposed sale, Activision-Blizzard similarly stated that there were no plans to lay off existing employees, although the statement largely covered the period up until formal acquisition rather than what might happen after. Wow, how convenient. I mean, like, yeah, duh. Here's the thing, is that Microsoft is an extremely successful company. And if there's one thing that I've learned about Microsoft, is that they don't give a fuck If you are causing them trouble, you're done. They shut down Mixer. They said, fuck this. Like, we're not going to do this anymore. It's not working. Microsoft has no reluctance to take L's. They will take an L and get rid of an entire thing. So if there is a fuck up with them, there is nothing besides probably selling Microsoft Word every year for $600. There is nothing too sacred for them to sacrifice. And Halo, hopefully. ZeniMax Media was also formally acquired by Microsoft in 2021 with no reports of notable downsizing within those studios. Well, that's, I think, a really good insight right there. So a lot of the other studios that were acquired by Microsoft didn't have, massive layoffs as soon as they got acquired. So it would imply that that's probably not what Microsoft is going to do, right? I think that makes sense. Again, Microsoft is buying a cookie farm in their game of Cookie Clicker. Cookie farms make cookies on their own. That's what's so good about them. You don't have to think about them. You don't have to deal with them. It just makes cookies on its own. So, as long as the cookie farm is making cookies, there's going to be no problems. That's what it comes down to. A Ninja Theory's best example, Osmond? Not sure what that is. Anyway, let's look over here. Kotick said during Thursday's video call that the transition is going to be smooth because Microsoft is committed to trying to retain as much of our people as possible. I think that makes sense, right? A lot of the Blizzard IPs are just so iconic. Of course, they don't want to lose a lot of the people who are instrumental in making them that way, right? Of course. Following the video call, several Activision employees told Washington Post the comment made them suspicious of upcoming layoffs. Again, they didn't do that with the other companies. I don't think this is not a mode of operation for Microsoft. If they do it, it will be the exception and not the rule. But of course it could happen. I'm sure some people will get laid off, but it doesn't seem like that's what they normally do. Smooth transition or you're fired? Well, of course. What do you fucking want to deal with somebody who can't figure out how to do their fucking job? Yeah, no shit. Yeah, smooth transition or you're fired. Who wants to deal with any bullshit like that? Of course. Yeah, duh. Will there be layoffs as a result of this transaction? Microsoft made it clear they want to preserve and grow the value that Activision-Blizzard brings. That includes the talented team at Activision-Blizzard. Of course, that makes sense. We anticipate Microsoft's diversified operation will create meaningful opportunities. Activision-Blizzard employees will provide Activision-Blizzard with access to additional world-class developer talent who will collaborate with our existing incredible talent. Imagine if Microsoft could finally fucking help them solve the problem that is whenever 5 people get in an area in World PvP in WoW, the server crashes, right? Like, maybe Microsoft can help them fucking figure that out. It's just maybe. Maybe. Activision's forgotten games. Other topics included Activision Blizzard workforce not having to switch over to Microsoft Teams, along with the possibility of developing new installments and long-forgotten game franchises. Which one? Spencer echoed these comments in a separate interview in which he gushed over the potential within Activision Blizzard, extensive library of intellectual property. Kotick said that the deal came about because Microsoft deeply admired Activision Blizzard and wanted to get in on investing in the metaverse. Thank God, Bobby. I can't wait to fucking hear that word again. He mused on the idea of the company helping to create another Guitar Hero. I don't give a fuck about Guitar Hero. I'm going to be honest. I don't give a shit. So you have in one sentence or 2 sentences really, metaverse and Guitar Hero, bro. Like I'm already asleep. Okay, like I'm done. I'm out. I'm peaced out. Like I give a fuck. I've just never been a fan of it. Right, just personal. Looking at the IP list, this is what Phil Spencer said. IP list. I mean, let's go. He said King's Quest. Oh, bro. Phil Spencer is a fan of King's Quest. Oh shit. Oh no, bro. Oh no, guys. Oh, you guys probably don't. A lot of y'all don't remember. Do y'all remember the King's Quest desert? My mom and I made a gridded out like visualization of the King's Quest desert. Oh, it was so fucking bad, man. To like find the oasis. This was like, I'm talking about like, this is mid-90s PC gaming, okay? So think about the jankiest, stupidest, worst fucking game possible. And King's Quest was worse than that. And it was the best thing that we had. We were so excited to have it. It was fucking terrible. Show me some of the gameplay. I'll show you, so this is the game. And you would move around in these like specific locations. And it's like it had stupid shit where like, you see like that frog walking around? Like that frog, if that frog touches your character model, sometimes like your character would just die. Like hypothetically, like stupid shit like that in the game. And like if you got pissed off about this game, you could go over and you could play this one instead. This game was even fucking worse. Yeah, this is basically the game here. And you have to move your character at the exact right time. And if you don't move your character at the exact right time, like you guys think those God of War things where you have to press X and Y a bunch of times is like really hard? Bruh. Like God of War was easy mode. QTEs, yeah, whatever you call them. And it's the same thing with a Final Fantasy. It's like, oh man, you gotta fill up the bar? That's so hard. Bitch, I don't want to hear about it. Like, if you think that shit is hard, you never grew up playing these shit games. Yeah, quick time events. There you go. Yeah, these games were just a completely different fucking universe. They had hot girls in them, so it was okay. All right, anyway, let's go back over. We're going to look at the rest of this, all right? I just wanted to give you guys an idea of, I mean, Phil Spencer's a, good bit older than I am. So, he probably actually enjoyed King's Quest, whereas I was like fucking 6, and I had no fucking idea what I was doing. So it's funny for me to see that name, because it's just been so long. Spencer said the Xbox team will talk with developers and working on a variety of franchises from the Activision-Blizzard vaults. We're hoping to be able to work with them when the deal closes, make sure we have the resources, work on franchises that I love from my childhood. Oh, man. Makes me a little bit worried, man. King's Quest, oh shit. Phil is gonna we're gonna have quick time events all the time, man. Oh no. King's Quest was awesome. Yeah. It's exciting. Yeah. I hope they do make a change though. For real. Teams really want to get, Spencer said, yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to these conversations. I think it's really about adding resources and increasing capability. Yeah, it's a good thing to say. Fans have similarly voiced their interest in potential Activision-Blizzard operating under Microsoft. Yeah, definitely. Tim Schafer. Oh, no, man. So, like, this is the kind of guy, right? This is the kind of dude. This, like, a guy, like, a King's Quest kind of guy. Gray in his beard. He's a dad now. Like, these are the kinds of guys that remember King's Quest. Like, fucking almost, like, middle-aged men. Yeah, absolutely, like, dads. Yeah, super dads. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. As I said, it's like, if you remember King's Quest fondly, it's like a prerequisite that you have to have either gray hair or a beard. Kotick clinging. Future uncertain. Regarding his own role moving forward, the CEO made it sound as though his plan was to stay on following the transition over to Microsoft. The question has been at the forefront of everyone's mind with no definitive answer yet made. Every time the question is raised, it's been confirmed that Kotick would remain CEO throughout the transition, but trailing off to say that the company would report to Phil Spencer following formal acquisition. I think that it's a very good possibility that Bobby Kotick doesn't leave. Bobby Kotick doesn't leave, and he has a new role at Microsoft as heading whatever they want to do with the metaverse, right? It seems like it's very obvious that Bobby Kotick is fixated on this idea. Is it because he's trying to appoint himself as head of the Microsoft metaverse? Is this something that's being talked about behind the scenes at Microsoft? Listen, again, guys. Oh, no. I think in this regard, it's Bobby's world, and we're just living in it. And that's going to be literal if we have the metaverse, the Bobby metaverse. Yeah, it was a joke, and now it's a reality. Insiders say he's booting after mergers. He's getting booted after insiders say. No, I remember seeing that statement that you're talking about, and it was according to people who know about the situation. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Well, I know what it means. Nothing. I'm not going to believe it until he's gone. Yeah, I'm not going to believe it until he's gone. And even then, I still might not even believe it. Okay. Both companies agreed Kotick would depart. previously asserted that people familiar with the plan say both ways. Yeah, this is it. Once the deal closes, though with many stories concerning Activision-Blizzard, there's been no public verification. Yeah, it's probably a year and a half. Because the odds are, like, I'm going to just be honest with you guys, right? Like, people have, there's like a time limit. It's like a debuff counter. People don't hate somebody for that long. They just get bored of hating them and they start not giving a fuck. So there's a very good chance that in a year and a half, nobody really gives a fuck about, oh, Bobby Kotick's still there. Yeah, the guy's an asshole. It's whatever, right? Yeah, they just don't, they'll just stop caring. Because it's gone on for so long and it's like, whatever, right? They'll forget about all the bad stuff he did. And, there'll be maybe a game that came out that's good and nobody's going to give a shit. New York Times correspondent Karen Wise reported that Kotick, post-close, I will be available as needed. Okay. That's good. Interview that reporting to Phil is an easy thing to do, as the two have enjoyed a long, friendly relationship. Uncertain statements seem like Kotick is vying for some sort of advisory capacity. Exactly. I think that Bobby Kotick, there's a good chance that Bobby Kotick is picked up by Microsoft for a separate role in developing whatever the Microsoft metaverse is in their minds. He keeps talking about it. All of these companies are trying to do it. I feel like that's a pretty good possibility. Yeah, he's literally Bobby will literally become a wizard. It's the Bobbyverse. Exactly. Oh, dear God. Yep. And I'm telling you guys, it's Bobby's world. That's all there is to it. Uncertain statements about let's see, you're coming across as a grab for whatever will keep him involved in the company he rebuilt from the ground up, which is true. Hodges asked Kotick if he'd stay on as CEO after the deal closes. Kotick responded that the transaction's completion would follow a lengthy process. This is a company that I've now been here for 31 years. There's nothing more important to me other than my children than this company. I can tell you that my commitment to the company is to remain in my role once the deal closes. What I've committed to Microsoft is that I will stay as long as necessary to ensure that we have a great integration, a great transition. This language seems like he's probably going to leave. He will at least no longer be in charge of Activision-Blizzard. Wife? I don't know. Maybe he's fucking divorced. He seems like the kind of guy that might get divorced. Yeah, it's hard to say. He is? Yeah, there you go. Could cause this week. Oh, that's what Phil Spencer said. Yeah, I mean, all the rest of this stuff is just kind of like, yeah, they're trying to get as many people as possible playing the game. It is what it is. Yeah, that's good. So, yeah, I mean, like, this is pretty much what I'd expect to hear him say. As I said before, I do think that we have probably not seen the last of Bobby Kotick. I don't think so. I think this will continue. Yeah, we have not. Yeah, I mean, he's... Bobby strikes back. Oh man, it's going to be a pretty interesting couple of years, won't it?